Welcome back to the channel. My name is Tom, and I'm the founder of Vertical Motion, where we help mid-career professionals become executives. And I want you to meet someone today who has moved forward in her career based on the work that she's done here at Vertical Motion. Her name is Nelsida, and she worked with us for about 6 months, and now she's in a role making about 40% more than she made before. So really excited to hear her testimonial. She's talking with one of our coaches, Nelson, who's an amazing coach himself. Is a Naval Academy graduate, and he's done 30 years of different things across multiple industries. Has been CEO several times. So we're very fortunate to have a coach like Nelson, and we're also fortunate to have Nelsida in the community. She's amazing, as you'll see in this upcoming video.
Today and this morning is Nelsida Jones. Delighted to actually have you here. I know that you have been in the cohort for a hot second, right? Why don't you take a moment and introduce yourself and tell us, how you basically connected with Vertical Motion?
Good morning, Nelson. Thank you for having me this morning. So basically, I just connected with Tom via Instagram. I saw one of his reels and I was curious. I went into YouTube. I love the content, love everything that he put out, and I connected with him. And within a matter of days, he reached out back to me to let me know about the program. And once I understood more of what Vertical Motion could offer, I really enjoyed it and I joined.
What were the challenges that were plaguing you or that were just like nagging at you when you were watching those reels that basically said, you know what, this is the program I'm going to join in? What were those challenges you were experiencing then?
Well, at the time, I was lacking confidence where I was in my career. And one of the things that really resonated with me was how transparent and authentic Tom was in his reels, telling us a little bit about himself, his background, and things like that. So when I saw that, I said, this is someone that I can relate to. He was relatable. The program was relatable. And that was the reason as why I connected with him.
And we were just go through our exchange here just to check in that we just had in here. Tell me about the transformation that you were describing and what you experienced, because to me, that is actually at the crux of Vertical Motion. But tell us about that transformation from that lack of confidence to where you are today on your new position that you just landed. So tell us about that transformation.
The biggest transformation that I have had since joining the program has been a change in the way that I think. My mindset has totally changed. It has changed in the way that I see things moving forward. I focus more on strategy rather than just short term, because here at Vertical Motion, we have a great community that is working together to help us land the dream job. But it's not only the dream job. One thing that I have learned from my coaches and from my peers is that we have one another. We can count on one another that is going to be there in the journey. But I have also learned that you just don't know what you don't know. There are some things that naturally you just don't know. And if you don't have the answer for it, somebody else in the cohort does have it. The coaches, the teammates, someone will have that answer for you.
Give me just two of those things that, those were tools that you didn't have on the bag. And now you feel like, yeah, I have these tools on the bag now. If you can just list one or two.
Well, one of the biggest things that I have seen and one of the biggest shifts is to speak up for myself. Whenever I join, I have never been timid to talk. I'm actually the sociable and talkative person. But when it came to my career, I was lacking the confidence and not understanding my value. So one of the biggest shifts, two of the shifts has been the ability to speak up for myself and to understand the value that I bring to the table. I feel that Tom and the coaches do such a fantastic job that we remove the imposter syndrome that we have in our heads. And the biggest thing is shifting that mindset. You come into the program not knowing yourself, and I guarantee you that by the time that you go through the foundation call, you go in through a one-on-one with some of the coaches, you will know exactly where you need to be or where you're heading. They want you to be successful, but they don't want you to be successful in a way that is just a job. They want you to land your dream job. They want you to get what you deserve. But most important, to know your ikigai, know your value, what makes you happy. And so far, it has been such a mind shift for me. And I'm really grateful for Tom, Nelson, Jackie, Sandra, all of the coaches in this group. They're just top notch.
Listen, even the transformation from 30 days ago when you started your new position that you just landed, congratulations to now. It is just like mind blowing, very satisfying just to be part of your journey. Our contribution is just basically opening not doors, but their mind for you to see the value that you have. You're a rock star on your own right. I'm super excited to see what your career does. If you have one piece of advice, for somebody who's thinking about vertical motion or other coaching, right? What piece of advice, would be to them?
Come into the cohort with an open mind and do not get impatient. Trust your coaches and realize that you have a secret weapon here. The secret weapon here is having someone that is going to help you see things that you were not seeing before. There were some things that, you just remove the wipers. You have to go ahead and just see vertical motion as your secret weapon. That coach helping you see, navigate, and helping you things that you were not seeing before. So come into the program with an open mind, be willing to be challenged because they will challenge you, but you're not growing if you're not being challenged. I was challenged quite a few times to the point that I just felt like this might not be for me, but little did I know, yes, it was for me because that's exactly what I needed. We don't grow if we don't get challenged, and you will be challenged in a comfortable way. It will not be uncomfortable. It will be comfortable, but come with expectations that you have to take time, that you have to be patient, trust your coaches, and most importantly, trust the process. Everything is in the process.
Appreciate you for saying that, Nelsida. And thanks a lot for taking the time this morning to actually spend a moment, again, checking in and also just providing this information for those who are considering their plan. I really appreciate, the opportunity to work with you. And I hope that you have a fantastic rest of the day. I know that you're slaying it as a rising project manager in your new role. And so congratulations one more time. I really appreciate it. You have anything else for me before we adjourn?
No, Nelson, I just wanted to thank you for everything that you've done for me. As I mentioned before, I have had the opportunity to work with the other coaches, but with you, I have worked closely, and you have been an amazing coach in just letting me realize that, this journey, I am not alone, even though sometimes it feels that I was alone, but I've never been alone. And also, I would say that just as anything in life, you will get out of the program what you put in. So what you put into the program, that's what you're going to get out.
You're spot on 100%. The pleasure has been mine. And thank you for helping me grow as a leader and as a person as well. And I mean, we learn from each other, right? So I really appreciate you saying those words. I wish you all the best, a fantastic day. Hit me up on the follow-up. And again, let's just make sure we go after the day. Congratulations on a great job, great opportunity, and let's just get after it, okay?
Thank you, Nelson.
I thank you, Nelsida. Take care.